Welcome back to another episode of the Bloxy podcast, where today I'm going to be investigating how this aspiring filmmaker started a YouTube channel and went from 0 to 1 million subscribers in just 6 months. This YouTuber is Ayze, and this is his story. Yo guys, welcome to another episode of the Bloxy podcast, where today I have Ayze. So if you don't mind me asking, right, tell me more about yourself and what you do.
So my name's Ayze. I'm a Roblox YouTuber, mainly shorts right now, but I did do Grow Garden long forms. That's where I first blew up. Right now, I do a lot of skits, green screen videos, and different short form stuff to do with Roblox in general.
So you're more of like an everything type of Roblox YouTuber.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to shorts, I'll make something on really anything that's going on in Roblox.
So would you say you have a specific niche in Roblox?
I would just say Roblox in general, but I really blew up off of Grow a Garden.
So like when you first started YouTube, it was like Grow a Garden content, right?
Yes, well, when I first started, it was actually Fish. That was the first game I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard of that game in a while, bro.
That was the first game I did. Well, actually, yeah, I did a few other games before that, but when I first started getting any traction on YouTube, it was Fish.
Which makes me want to ask, like, what even made you want to start YouTube?
Well, honestly, I always have been doing YouTube. Like, since I was a kid, I had random different channels where I did stuff. But like, I really wanted to start Roblox YouTube because I don't know why, but I saw a bunch of Roblox videos and I was like, I think I could do this too. And then I did it and I kind of failed, but then I just kept doing it again. And then I ended up getting a good amount of subscribers off Fish.
Hold on. You said you started gaining a good amount of subscribers from Fish. So like, what about the other channels? Like, did you just drop them and like focus on one?
Well, it's all really on my main channel. I mean, my main channel has been through a bunch of phases. I mean, right now there's a bunch of shorts. Yeah, right now it's a bunch of shorts I'm posting on there, but it used to be Grow a Garden long forms, but that got moved. I made a new channel called Ayze Tips, which is called Ayze Roblox now, but that's where I posted those tips. But yeah, my main channel right now with I think it has like almost 1.6 million. It's shorts, but it used to be Grow a Garden and it used to be Fish, and yeah, it's been through plenty of phases.
And through those plenty of phases, would you say your definition of a successful video has changed?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, for sure. It's definitely been some phases with that too, because when I started, I was kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna try to make some videos, and I didn't really know what I was doing at first. But then I was like, especially when I started the Fish tutorials, I was like, dude, the more videos I post, the more views I can get. So it was more of a quantity approach where I would just post videos, like 6 videos a day, every day, long form tutorials. And that transferred to Grow a Garden too. There was a point where I was doing 11 videos a day on long form Grow a Garden. So that was a lot. And then, but now for shorts, I really only post a few times a day. And long form, if I post a long form, I want it to get a lot of views. So I'm kind of trying to make the best quality product rather than just spamming a bunch of videos. So
from the sounds of that, it sounds like your approach has changed from quantity. Now it's quality over quantity, which is like the general rule.
Yeah. I mean, that's really what it is. Just start with quantity because, you know, you got to do it. And then you kind of learn how to do it along the way.
You got to find that diamond in the rough video. Then like you figure out like, oh, that's the style that everybody likes. So I might as well just stick to that and like produce like quality of that kind of content. So yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
So the next thing I have to ask is, what's the greatest piece of YouTube advice you've ever received?
Greatest piece of YouTube advice I've ever received, honestly, I would say just post. Like that's what everyone says, but it's like it's just so right. It's so right, because if you don't post, obviously nothing's gonna happen. It doesn't matter what like you're posting, but if you're not posting, like, yeah.
That's so funny you say that, because for the past like 4 podcasts now, like that's what everybody says. It's like a common trend. Everyone just says just post that video.
Yeah, I mean, because it's not rocket. It's really not rocket science. If you just make content that people like, people will see it. So that's really it.
But anyways, I feel like that's enough introduction for now. If I'm to recall, you did say that your first game that blew you up was Grow Garden, right?
Yes, Grow Garden really blew me up. I love Grow Garden.
Now, it's been a minute since I played that game, but I feel like we should go to the game. Like, what do you think? Let's go to Grow Garden and like maybe we can recreate one of your most viral videos.
Cool. Yeah, let's do it. I'm down.
And here we are in Grow Garden, right? So Ayze, tell me a bit more about like the kind of videos you did over here.
Man, this used to be, man, I was here all the time, 24/7, 7 days a week, doing tutorials. Literally, I would come in here, I would be in the game the whole time, just researching, okay, what's the new glitches? What's the new updates? Is something crazy happening with Jandel, the owner? Is there going to be some secret coming on? Is there literally anything I could post about? And then I would just sit here and make videos about it all day and edit them all myself.
Oh, so like you did mainly solo videos from the sound of it.
Yeah, no, it was all me. It was all me. All the tutorial stuff, it was like literally all me. Yeah.
And from the looks of it, your most popular video from Grow Garden is The Richest Player.
Yes, so that one was a non-tutorial video, which actually did really well. I think I saw it in a different game where it's like, oh, the richest player in, I don't necessarily remember what it was, but I was like, oh, let me do this for Grow Garden because this guy messaged me and he was like, hey man, I'm the richest player in Grow Garden. And I didn't believe him, but he actually was, and it made a great video. So yeah, that dude was super cool. Yeah.
How much did he have?
A lot. So at the time, it was, I think, 10 quadrillion, which doesn't sound like a lot now because that's like a very minuscule amount now, but that used to be a lot. That used to be like a crazy amount. Like having a trillion was a lot. So having a quadrillion, let alone 10, was like crazy. So yeah, I think that was a really good video for the time.
It says one flower. I have one flower, then 13.3 billion.
Yeah, so a flower is like 10 quadrillion, I'm pretty sure, or 1 quadrillion, something like that.
Oh wow, so like low key I'm rich back then.
Yeah, back then you would have been rich. Now, like, yeah, the game's so inflated, but yeah, back then having 10 quadrillion was like unheard of.
No, that's fair. But what other games have you played actually? No, actually, I remember you said after Grow Garden, it was, what was it? I actually forgot. I'm not gonna lie.
Played 99 Nights in the Forest, Steal a Brain Rot, a bunch of those.
Now you see, a game I'm more familiar with is 99 Nights in the Forest. So how about we make that transition to there right now?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So here we are at 99 Nights. So Ayze, what memories does this game bring back to you?
I mean, I would say a good amount of them. I didn't play too much gameplay of 99 Nights in the Forest, actually. As a matter of fact, I was usually just in the lobby and I would like research different things about the game and make skits and different stories about the game. So I didn't actually play the game that much. I mainly just made stories about it and made videos about it, actually.
And which stories, I want to say, what are your top 5 stories from this game that you've like researched and like it was amazing and they actually pulled views too?
Yeah, I mean, some of them that pulled views, I know there was one, oh yeah, the one video that did really good was best weapon from every update in 99 Nights in the Forest. So I did that one first in Grow a Garden where it was best fruit from every update, and then I was like, okay, let me just do this in 99 Nights. Pulled a bunch of views. That one got like I think 7 or 8 million short views, which is good. Then what else happened? Oh yeah, I had some stories where it was like I do a bunch of different skits. Like one of them was like, oh, player becomes the #1 noob becomes the #1 player in 99 Nights in the Forest, like different stories like that. Yeah.
So like you're trying to tell me right now that like you've never made it to 99 Nights in the Forest?
No, I actually have, just recently. It's so funny enough, I just hit 340 nights and literally all I did, I kind of got carried the whole way through.
Oh.
Yeah, I barely was playing. So I before that, my max nights was 43, which is, yeah, it's not that good.
I mean, 43 is still like, I mean, shoot, I'd just say like maybe it's just because of the raids, like, you know.
No, I mean, I just never played it. It's like, actually, I was doing a video called, it was called 99 Nights in the Forest, but I can't chop trees. And I thought I was going to get to 99 nights in that video, but my Wi-Fi cut off at like 43 days. And yeah, that's rough. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Fair enough. Well, anyways, let's get right back to it. So, before you ever uploaded seriously, what kind of creative stuff were you already doing?
Yeah, so creatively, I actually, funny enough, before I started YouTube, right before I started YouTube, I had a company where I sold flowers, like silk roses, if you ever heard of those.
Oh, like the ones that you use for bouquets.
Yes. So, yep, I would create all the silk roses with myself and my partner in the business, and we literally we ended up selling like 4 bouquets, but our Instagram account, it got banned at like, no, it wasn't Instagram, it was TikTok. Wait, no, it was Instagram. Yep, Instagram banned us at 10K followers, which really sucked because that was like the bulk of our traction. But yeah, that's kind of what I did before that. And then I realized, okay, you know, there's a bunch of other things I can do. I don't have to do these flowers.
Imagine if you started a flowers business on YouTube.
I mean, yeah, definitely. That could have been a thing as well. But I wasn't really too into the flowers. I just made them. Like, they were pretty cool. They look real good. The Instagram account was nice and all. But like, yeah, it was a phase. A good phase, though. I learned a lot about social media there too.
And would you say that what you learned like kind of like suffices into the YouTube space?
Yeah, no, definitely. I learned TikTok, so the shorts. Yeah, I started on YouTube shorts. I didn't really do long forms. I just started long forms when I did the tutorials.
Makes me want to ask, like, how is your, like, what would you describe your long form journey in one word?
Quantity. That's it. I feel like that's it.
For long form?
Yeah, quantity.
I was
definitely
that's for short form. I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
actually for long form, I never posted as many. Well, actually, that's not true because I have a channel now where I try to post like 20 a day, but that's a whole different thing. But yeah, long form, there are times where I would post 10 times in a day on an update. Yeah.
Do you remember the exact moment you realized you wanted to be a YouTuber?
Yep. Okay, so I posted a fish video. It was called How to Get the Trident Rod Fully Unlocked, Full Guide. And it took me so long. That video was so annoying to make. It didn't take me that long in this grand scheme of things, probably like 3-4 hours total time. But I posted that video and it got it got like 200,000 views in a week, and it got me monetized. And after that, I was just so hooked to just keep going.
And was that like your first ever fish video, or that was like the time that you were like, oh wait, hold on, like this YouTube thing is like no joke?
So that's my first long form that ever blew up. Yeah, that one.
Oh, well, what lessons, like right now, right? What lessons have you learned from your YouTube journey that, like, do you think that video is a good video? Like, not like with the knowledge you have now.
So honestly, I still think it's a good video. I mean, it's a tutorial video. It gets the job done. It doesn't really linger on anything.
Role play. It's not necessarily like anything you have to overthink. It's just like you basically like tips and tricks.
Yeah, it's just me teaching them how to do something. I think I remember that video. Me making sure to be like, okay, this is gonna be super concise, the best tutorial where everyone who watches this will be like, wow, this is super useful. And I think, yeah, that video is still good, even though it's like, okay, yeah, maybe I had a bad mic. Like, that stuff doesn't really matter when it comes to tutorials, as long as you just provide the value. Exactly.
I just saved the first kid.
Let's go.
All right. So in the YouTube space, do you see yourself as an entertainer, a builder, or like something in between? If I was to answer this question for you, I personally think you're like, I don't want to say you're an entertainer or a builder, because you no, you do short form skits, to be very precise. So I would call you an entertainer. But on the long form basis, I would have called you like something in between, because you're giving tips and tricks, and like you're giving like tips on what is this, like you're informing. I'll call you an informant on the long form basis. But I might be wrong though. Like, you need to answer that question.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, yeah, definitely something in between. I mean, when you say builder, what do you mean?
I would say like someone that's like in it for like the long, like when I say builder, I mean like you take account of like, okay, this worked well, I'm gonna do this differently per se.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
that applies to tips and tricks.
Yeah, I would say it really depends. Yeah, it really depends how you look at it, because I've had a bunch of different phases on YouTube. I mean, I don't really do much tips and tricks now, but I do still do a lot of informative stuff. Like, I'll go over news, I'll go over situations that are happening in the community and things like that. So yeah, I would say so.
Fair enough. So I was right. Kind of. Not necessarily.
Yeah, something like that.
So you're a YouTuber. And as a YouTuber, what the flip did you just do?
I don't even know. I just got this from the salesman over here.
Wait, there's a salesman? What?
Well, he's gone now, but he was there. That's it. Oh.
Pet offering too. What is going on?
Yeah. I don't know what we got.
I've not played 99 Nights since Valentine's Day. Wait, what? Wait.
Oh my gosh, now we have this event over here. That's tough.
Oh, I remember this event. Oh, wait, what?
Cool. Pretty cool.
Anyways, yeah, I mean, shoot. But yeah, let me... So you're
Yeah.
a YouTuber, necessary. And YouTubers have various, I don't want to say YouTube is the only source of income. So like if you were to put your life on an income pie chart, what would that look like?
Okay, my income pie chart. Yeah, so I'd say it really depends on the month. Sometimes I get sponsorships. I've really only done a few of those. But if I do get a sponsorship, that is a pretty big chunk of the income. Besides that, just like in general, I'd say, yeah, everything really comes from YouTube. Basically everything. So, yeah.
I mean, you are a pretty big YouTuber, so that does also make a lot of sense.
Yeah, basically everything comes from YouTube. TikTok, when TikTok isn't being weird, TikTok is pretty nice because I do have a lot of videos that are over 60 seconds. So those can get monetized. And TikTok's actually decent with RPMs when it comes to like longer videos. So yeah.
Yeah, I heard that they changed that recently.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. Like as long as TikTok's they will take down your videos sometimes for no reason. But when they are being cool, TikTok's pretty nice.
Fair enough. The next question I do have to ask is, you've been in the game for so long. What metric do you think predicts long-term channel growth? And this is for those people that are aspiring to like be YouTubers.
Yeah, no, definitely. I would say the metric is, I feel like I can tell if you're doing everything you can to do your channel, because if you watch a video, you can kind of tell, okay, this took this amount of time and this guy posts this much a week. So if you're actually spending all your time like making your YouTube channel good, you should be able to tell. So I feel like it's mainly quantity and quality, right? Like, are you posting super quality videos every so often, or are you posting every single day no matter what? Like, as long as you have quality and quantity, I feel like you can do it. But the main thing is adapting too, right? It's hard to tell long-term channel success, because if you're not the type of person to adapt, you're just gonna fail eventually.
And that is true. That's wise and true. I'm not gonna lie. But I will say, other than metric, when you're looking at the channel like itself or analytical wise, what would you say like predicts the channel's growth? Like, is it the CT, like, is it because like this channel has like a good CTR over time, or like would you say like its AVD is high, and like just because the AVD is high on these like on this person's videos, that it actually means something for the channel's growth? I mean, of course it does, but like, which of those metrics would you say?
Yeah, in my opinion, I 100% think that how good the video is, if you're not a famous YouTuber but you have people watching through your videos fully, that's way more telling than just, oh, you can get someone to click on a video. I think it's, if you can make a good video and it has good AVD, so I mean, we could just say AVD. If you have really good AVD, yeah, you can definitely be successful, because it's way easier to learn how to thumbnail than to just be really good at making videos.
All right. And how important is impressions versus views to you? Because I feel like you just said that you like, it's kind of like diving deeper into your question, because you said that it's more important to people that who do watch your video, and impressions means that there are some people that seen your video but they didn't really watch it per se. So how important do you think it is? Like,
yeah, I mean, it's super important. Of course, there's two parts to it. First, you have to get people to click and watch through your video, and then your video has to be good enough to make people watch through the actual video. So that's super important too. It just, in my opinion, I think it's easier to figure out how to get people to click your thumbnails. Like, realistically, you just need to find what works and make sure that you design your thumbnail good, or hire a good thumbnail designer. But for making a long form video, you have to make sure you structure it well. You got to make sure you're being entertaining, all that.
And a little bit of a side question per se, because I should have asked this like when you told me you have 1.6 million subscribers. What do you think your childhood self would have to say about all of this?
Oh, nah, he'd be cool. He'd be pretty happy about it. I would say so. Like, yeah, it's really cool to have 1 million subscribers. I mean, it's pretty cool. He'd probably be happy. Yeah, I'd say so.
It's like you don't think he'd be freaking out like, oh my gosh, like how? Or like when you were a kid, like did you want to do YouTube? That's my real question.
Kinda like, yeah, I kind of wanted to do YouTube. More so wanted to just run my own business when I was like a little bit of an older kid. But I really am into creative work. So I'm a filmmaker. I write short films. I'm working on a feature script right now. So I'm really into creative work, and YouTube's pretty adjacent to that. So it's pretty adjacent. Like I get to write scripts every day. I get to film stuff every day, even if it's Roblox, you know, that's still helping me in what I want to do in the future too.
Fair enough. So it's like YouTube is like kind of like different, but like it's a little thing where you can just be yourself instead of like doing the like writing the films. You can kind of just like be expressive, even though you still
somewhat.
I was about to say somewhat is the right answer, because like you can still be expressive in filmmaking after all.
No, definitely. No, for sure. I mean, yeah, for like the type of stuff I do too, because I write a script for every single short I write a script for. Like they're all scripted. Everything on the main channel at least, and the Ayze Studios channel, that's my other one. So I would say, yeah, something like that. It's really cool to be doing something creative. You know, I get to make a living off this, and yeah, it's great.
So you've always loved film?
Yeah, I mean, for a while. Like I've actually gotten into it more recently, like mainly the past few years. But I've always just wanted to make stuff since I was a kid.
So like more like a creative kid.
Yeah, I mean, as a kid, I actually my first YouTube channel, I did skits too. Like I did skits where I would just like make stories with like different stuffed animals and things like that. So I mean, yeah, I've always just wanted to create things. That's just my passion, creating. But more recently, film. Like I want to make movies.
Wait, that's your like long-term goal?
Yes.
That's incredible. Wait, and like what kind of movie would it be? Like there are so many genres out there.
Yeah, I mean right now horror is obviously popping right now with a bunch of indie filmmakers going into horror, but really thriller, drama, horror, those are like my top 3 genres that I love to write.
So we have someone that's about we'll get into that. But for now, what's one thing you learned about your audience from data?
Definitely that, let's think. Okay, yeah, I would say definitely that, you know, if the idea isn't good, they're not gonna watch. And I mean, that's basically about everyone's audience. But if you have a bad idea, the hook's gonna be bad, which means people won't really care to watch through. And the whole video is also going to have bad AVD because people won't care to watch through since the idea wasn't strong enough to keep them going through. I mean, basically, idea is basically everything when it comes to YouTube.
And do you think that YouTube rewards watch time, satisfaction, or consistency more? So out of those 3, which one do you think YouTube like would reward you as a creator more?
Okay, realistically speaking, it's watch time, because even if you are super consistent posting every day, there's so many people who post every day and don't get any views. It's because it really doesn't matter if you post every day. It can get you better at YouTube, but in the grand scheme of things, YouTube only cares if you made a good video on a per video basis. It doesn't matter if you made 10 videos before that. Like it's really watch time out of those 3, whatever you said.
And what about like the what about the perspective of someone that's like trying to make money off of YouTube? Does YouTube reward more for like, and I want to understand, how does that AVD metric work? No, not AVD. How does like the RPM metric work?
So I mean, if you want to make money with YouTube, obviously it depends on your niche, because YouTube really works in RPM. So RPM is just how much money you make per 1,000 views. So when that comes to long form on Roblox, it can range heavily usually due to video length and type of video. So if you have a video that's like 10 minutes long on Roblox, but people are watching all the way through, you'll probably make $3 per 1,000 views or something like that. And if you have a video where people aren't really watching through, like a lot of my tutorial videos, people would skip through a lot because, you know, there are only certain parts they needed, you'll probably make $2 per 1,000 views. And I mean, if you get a lot of views, you can still make a lot of money. But yeah, for YouTube in general, it just depends on your niche and how long the videos are and how if people are watching through all the way.
That's fair. That's actually fair. Okay. Now this is for your younger YouTube self when you first started, right?
Yes. Yeah.
What metric do you think small creators obsess over too much? And like, do you think they're right? And when I say that this is a question for your younger self, I mean like, what metric did you obsess over when you were younger? They were like, oh my gosh, like this means so much. Like, and I think I know your answer, but I'm gonna let you speak. Then I'll quiz you on that. Be like, oh yeah, like for sure, like okay. I knew that.
It's hard to say. I would say really CTR. I would say mainly CTR. That's what I used to always obsess over, but it's a little bit complicated because I can't really remember. I just remember I was definitely not focusing on the right things. Oh, this isn't really a metric, but like editing, right? Some video, like I would focus on editing certain parts that really didn't matter. I would focus on like random things that don't actually make the video better, but it's hard to just put it to one thing. But it's like as you do more videos, you'll get better at it and you'll figure out what you need to do and focus on.
You actually surprised me because I was expecting you to say views. I did not expect you to say CTR.
Oh no. Yeah, no, I never cared about like I never cared about views because I always knew it was like, okay, if these stats are good, then the video will get views. I always watched Mr. Beast, like his interviews, like right when I started, I would genuinely just watch all the Mr. Beast videos, all the YouTube tips and tricks. So I feel like I kind of knew like a base level of, okay, here's what I'm looking for to get views on my video.
I feel like everyone watching right now should really like take a note off his page because yo, that's a shocker. But you back to the thing that you said that metric is like editing isn't really a metric, but like you feel like you paid more attention to editing per se. That makes me want to wonder, like, do you optimize your videos more for the algorithm or more for your audience?
Definitely. I mean, when it comes to editing, I would just say algorithm. I mean, algorithm and audience it's the same thing. It's not really like they're different things. The algorithm is just saying what the audience wants to see and if the audience is watching. So
so you're not really being tested. So like you're more or less always testing the algorithm to see like and to like grow your wider space, like your wider range of audience. Basically, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, basically, like the people who watch my videos, watch my shorts, might not watch my long forms, and that's not necessarily something to say about the algorithm. That's just something to say, okay, you know, my audience, they don't like this because of what? Like there's a bunch of different stats you can dive into as well. Like, okay, they're not watching the intro fully. Okay, they're really dying down at this certain part halfway through the video, or people are pretty heavily dropping off consistently throughout the video. I mean, there's just a bunch of different things you can say about that.
That is true. I agree with you on that. And what was I about to say? Okay, and if you were to lose access to, because personally, I feel like you're a really analytical guy from like just this conversation alone. I feel like you care so much about analytics, right? Because like
partly.
Why partly? How come?
Because the analytics technically don't matter. Like the analytics technically don't matter, right? Because if you make a good video, people are gonna watch it. But it's like once you know how to make a good video, it's really more about your process than the analytics. The analytics don't matter when the video is already out. It's not going to change the outcome of the video, but it can change the outcome of the next one if you find something new from them. I would say I'm more so, I'm not too analytic unless I have a video do bad. Like if I have a video do bad, I'll say, okay, what went wrong here? Can I learn something? But I'm not super obsessed about analytics.
Oh, I see. So, because I was about to ask, like, if you were to run a YouTube, like, let me say you wake up tomorrow and you've lost all your analytics. How would you run your YouTube channel? That's why I was like, you seem like more of an analytical person, but yeah, that kind of changes my thought process.
I mean, to be honest, I run it the same way. Just make my scripts, make sure my scripts are YouTube friendly, because I mean that's the thing too, right? I write a bunch of scripts, and when you're writing a script for a short film versus YouTube video, they are two completely different worlds. Because when I'm writing a script for YouTube, I have to make sure it's YouTube optimized, as in like, okay, this video has to be really, really overly fast paced to the point where if there's one boring part, everyone's gonna leave the video. Oh, you died.
Don't worry about. Yeah, I just do.
Oh,
I have a bandage on my body. But you were saying.
Okay.
You were saying that.
Yeah. That, I mean, yeah, I would run it the same way, especially my shorts, specifically the shorts. Like, I'm still getting into a groove with long form now. The shorts, I'd probably run the same way.
I see. Because like you're like so like used to how you run your channel that like you really don't mind like just looking at like, okay, so from the views, I mean, shoot, it means that people are watching my videos, and like you said, like that's what really matters. People are actually watching your videos.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Are you about to die too?
Yo, oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. That's,
you know what? Let's go back to
rough.
the seat. Let's just go back to the seat. We can go back to go sit down. So we'll catch you guys in the room. Yo, we don't talk about what happened in 99 Nights in the Fort.
No, we don't. That's yeah, we're just gonna leave that in the past.
Fair enough. Anyways, picking up from where we dropped. Oh, what's one analytic you wish you understood earlier in your career?
I guess I would say, like, I don't know. I feel like they're pretty easy to understand. Like, so I don't really know if there's something that I didn't understand at first. Maybe. Okay, we could just say watch time. Like watch time. We can just say that.
Are we just saying that just to say that, or like is there a reason behind that?
Mainly just to say it, because I mean, I feel like they're pretty obvious, as in it's like, okay, yeah, if your watch time's bad, yeah, you gotta make the video better. I mean, if the CTR is bad, you gotta make the thumbnail better. If the swipe through ratio on your short is bad, then you gotta make that hook better, or the video idea just isn't really that good.
That's really ball knowledge, I'm not gonna lie. All right, that's true. I agree with that. And what's one risk you've taken in your YouTube career that you wait, I didn't structure that right. I'm gonna retake that. What's one risk you took in your YouTube career because the data supported it?
I would say just stopping doing tutorials. Yeah, when I stopped doing tutorials, that was a big thing, because tutorials were huge. That was like all my income from the tutorials. But I really, really wanted to do the short form skits, or like kind of more entertainment long form rather than tips. And I really, really, really was like kind of thinking about it. Okay, do I do this? But eventually I just took the leap, and I just was like, okay, I'm going to do the shorts. You know, they're doing really good right now. I can keep doing them. And that's kind of where I've been at the past 7 months.
And that's a huge plot twist from the entire podcast, because we've been talking about how you've been doing that, but like, little did I know you've not done that in a while. Whoa. No,
tutorials I haven't done. Yeah, I stopped doing tutorials around 7 months ago. I mean, let's see. Yeah, I had Ayze Roblox. The last video I posted on here was 7 months ago. So yeah.
Oh wow. Plot twist, guys. But shoot, I'm at a loss of words.
yeah, I mean, mainly shorts. That's what I'm doing, mainly shorts. I'm trying to start long form again too, but it's just, yeah, the tutorial long forms, it's very, how do you say it? Yeah, the other reason I stopped it too, they're pretty taxing on you. Like, if you're doing tutorial long forms like I was, like doing 7 a day, it's not just the matter of the videos, it's a matter of the research and you kind of having to be fully engrossed in the community at all times to make sure you know exactly what's happening.
Okay, yeah. When you're doing your research for the tips and tricks videos, the tutorials.
Yeah.
No, that research takes a lot of time.
It can. I mean, it can. Like, I was in a really good flow state to it. Like, I was at the point where like, okay, hey, maybe I can hire an ideation team. But I don't know how to explain it, but I was in such a flow state with it that I feel like I was the only human on earth who could get the videos in that amount of time, because it's a very short timeline. I'd get the videos in the morning, record them all, edit them all, and have them all out in 6 hours. Like all 10 videos, 10, 12 videos, just bang them out. I was just in flow state. I feel like, yeah, that bro, I'm never going back to that. that tips channel. Nah, it's like mind numbing, like just, it's like work that makes you kind of want to die. That's like the type, but it's good. It works.
Now, I will say, like, if you ever want to go back to, no, this is not specifically for you because you just made your mind clear, but for the Ayze viewers watching this video, if you ever want him to go back to that, I will be letting him know that over here in my company Bloxy, we do help him with ideation. So if you guys ever want to see him come back to possibly doing the tips and tricks for you guys, shoot, you guys should comment down below and let us know. We will be so happy to help him. But moving forward, yeah, but moving forward, right? How do you differentiate yourself from other creators in your space? Now, not before.
Yeah, okay.
Now you don't do tutorials no more.
Yeah, no. Before, I would definitely say it was my quantity. I would be the first person to get to something, and I would make a million videos, and I would have videos on literally everything. But now, I would say it's just about the type of skits I do. I feel like I have my own style of skits, and it's original. Like if I made a video that was similar to somebody, like let's say I copy someone exact idea, right? Like me and someone else do the exact same script, not the exact same script, the exact same title / idea for a skit. I feel like my skit would still be really fun to watch because I provide like a unique perspective or just funnier or anything, yeah, like that. Like just the quality of my videos themselves.
So quality, and on top of the quality, being the first person out there to like get on that, basically.
Yeah, that was more so in the past. Now I'm kind of just like, okay, I do not want to make a video that I will only have a day or two to make unless it's really, really important. I want to make sure that my videos are all evergreen, are all like able to get views for a while, and I can like make them really quality.
Fair enough. And I feel like the next question I would have to ask you would have to be like, if you weren't doing Roblox for your channel, what other game do you think you'd have a lot of fun making content on?
Definitely.
And it doesn't have to be a game.
Yeah.
I do remember you talking about like film. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is like, okay, if I see YouTube as, okay, I have to do something that can make me a living as well. So if Roblox dropped off the face of the earth, I would probably do fitness content or food content. Fitness or food content, one or the other.
So mukbang A is coming up? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, really? Like, no, it could be. I mean, the other thing is like, yeah, I love film. I would never make a film channel. It's like not very profitable, I'd say, if you make like short films. Like I feel I'd be happy to do something similar to if you've seen That's a Bad Idea. If you've seen that channel, they just make skits. I'd probably just make skits, but real life skits.
So necessarily would just be like real life skits, but leaning towards like food, like
No, that was just a separate idea. These are 3 separate ideas. Like one that's like I could go into the food niche, the fitness niche, or a skits. Like those are all 3 different things I could do besides Roblox.
But like, what would you necessarily say? Like, oh shoot, like out of those 3, what's the number 1? That's my real question.
Yeah, like right now, I'm definitely saying skits. Like I love writing. Like writing skits is pretty fun, actually.
And we're back to where it all started once again. So
yes,
I feel like we've had enough time to talk, and like we've gotten a good grasp of the type of creator you are, and like why you do what you do for your viewers. So before I end things off, there's one more thing I feel like everyone would love to know. What sacrifices have you made to become a successful creator?
Definitely.
Everyone would love to know.
Yeah, definitely time spent with like family, friends, people I love, and things like that. Like it can be pretty taxing, but like more like any job can be taxing, but especially creating, because you're not really set on a 9 to 5 shift. I mean, now as I've been a creator for almost 2 years now, almost, I've kind of gotten to a place where I treat this YouTube job like a 9 to 5, to where like, okay, I'm going to work a certain amount of hours a day and that's it. But especially when I started, and I would say if you're a YouTuber or aspiring creator, hear this out too. Like when I started, I would be on YouTube just like, or doing anything related to YouTube for like 12 to 14 hours a day. And I would basically just eat. And you know, that can mess with your mental. So be careful with that. And yeah, it can mess with your relationships and things like that too. But that's a big sacrifice. I wouldn't say you have to make it, but it's something a lot of people do make, and that's one I made too, especially in the beginning.
I want to leave it at that, but if I'm to delve deeper, like, you made that sacrifice, but what if there's somebody out there that can like balance everything? Would you say that there's a fine balance for everything? I feel like there is.
No, there's definitely a balance. I mean, it's also about using your time wisely. Like even when if I look back then, like when I was doing 12, 14 hours a day, I wasn't doing the right things. Like I wasn't using my time to its perfect extent. And part of that's because I wasn't like really knowledgeable about YouTube back then. But yeah, definitely always try to learn how to use your time wisely and make sure you're allocating your time to the right things for sure. Like that'll help a ton.
That is real. No, allocating time wisely is like the best response. I'm gonna give it to you. That's the best response I've heard so far, asking that question.
Cool. Great.
Number one goes to Ayze on that, guys. But
there we go.
Anything else you'd want to say before we wrap up?
Yeah, I mean, you can do anything. Like, even if it's not YouTube, whatever it is, you can do anything. Like, all the people who do what you want to do, all the biggest YouTubers, all the biggest filmmakers, all the biggest food critics, like, literally whatever you want to do in life, whoever's doing it right now is also human. So, like, you can do it too. That's it. That's kind of how I live by, what I live by.
And that's true because, I mean, everybody started off everyone's the same. I don't think...
Yeah.
There's like a difference, you know, like they all started off with a dream and they acted on that dream. So nothing should really make you different. You also have to act on your dream. So don't just sit there and like say you want to do this without actually doing it. Like, hey, if you want to start that company, start that company. If you want to film that video, click record.
Exactly.
Like Ayze said, first, when you first start, quantity.
Just do it.
Find that diamond video that people actually want. And after you find that,
exactly,
like, you know, everything else just falls into peace. Like, oh my gosh, like I'm doing this, like I'm actually getting views. Like you're gonna become one of the people you watch. You just have to start from somewhere.
Exactly.
And if there's anything, well, not anything actually, there's one thing you could tell viewers who want to grow up and be YouTubers, what would it be? Other than just recording that video, like maybe like a little tip per se.
Yeah, I would say just like kind of get rid of your ego. You know, if you think you made a good video and it did bad, it's probably a bad video, like especially due to YouTube standards. So just kind of get rid of your ego. Always be willing to admit when you're wrong, and that's something you should do in general, but especially in YouTube. Like if you want to make good videos, you have to admit when your videos are bad. So
essentially taking constructive criticism to your own videos, essentially, is what he said.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, just be open to anything, and just don't have an ego to think, oh, my videos are good, because they're probably not, at least due to YouTube standards.
That's true. So you guys heard it from him, guys, and I felt like this has been a great podcast. I'm so grateful to have you on this, Ayze. You actually brought up a lot to light, and I felt like people can learn from your experiences as a YouTuber and like also how you think as a YouTuber too. But anyways, shoot. And that brings us to the end of the podcast. Thank you so much for being a guest, Ayze. And for the viewers, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what YouTuber you'd like to see us have on the podcast next. But anyways, see you guys in the next one.
Peace.